been learning Tai Chi to slow myself down and work on syncing my movement and my breath. And I'm really loving Tai Chi with a stick. So today's stick mobility workout is Tai Chi inspired. The goal here is to move gently, slowly, and rhythmically to strengthen that mind-body connection. I will be using, you only need one stick, I'll be using my 4-foot stick, and I'll leave a link in the description below for where you can get all of your stick mobility sticks along with a discount code. So let's get to it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, like this video, share it with your friends and family, and be sure to come back to this stick mobility playlist for more. So today we are using one shorter stick. This is a 4-foot stick mobility stick because in Tai Chi it's usually kind of max 4 feet, and it doesn't really need to be that long for what we're doing. We're not going to be bending. It's really about holding on to it and moving your hands. I love that in Tai Chi they talk about how the stick is basically in 3 different parts, and we already have that kind of automatically with the stick mobility stick. There's also a lot of discussion of holding your hands, holding the stick, kind of just sort of cupping it in your hands like this with your fingertips up, and then it's actually hitting an acupressure point in your hand, which is said to move a lot of chi and energy in your body. So if you're feeling stuck or stale or just kind of stagnant, this is a wonderful way to get some of that movement in and feel the energy flowing through your body again. So we're going to start as they do in Tai Chi. Feet are usually together, and as I said, I've been learning Tai Chi really to work on slowing myself down. I know I have a tendency to want to rush through a repetition if it's hard, and really the best learning is moving through it slowly with grace and with control. And the more you do that, the more I do that, the stronger you get and the more capable you are. And another coach of mine, Scott Chanon, also talks about slow is smooth, smooth is fast. You can do things slowly and smoothly, you can do them fast. So that's kind of what we're working on today. So starting in this initial stance, the stick is up against your shoulder, thumb is pointed down, feet are together. Just noticing where you're at right now in this moment, wherever that is. Thanks for showing up and being here with me. We're going to step that left foot out. And the thing about Tai Chi movement, especially the footwork, is it's really slow, it's controlled. So I'm stepping the left foot out. I'm going to lean all of my weight into that right foot, pick up that left foot, and then place it down, heel comes down, then the toes, and then I kind of even out my stance. Bringing that stick into 2 hands, feeling nice and strong, noticing if I feel a little awkward or off, even though I'm in this even stance, totally normal, it happens to lots of people. And all we're gonna do is roll that stick up along your body as if you're massaging your body, right? You're really kind of indicating to the energy in your body all the way up to the shoulders, and then we roll back down. Let's do that one more time. We want the energy to be able to move and flow freely. Wrists coming forward, palms face away from the body, and then curl those wrists down, pushing down. Coming back to this arms extended, stick is right by the hips position. Lean over into that right foot, lift that left, and return. Do that one more time. Moving the right foot so that we're even. So all the weight goes into that left foot. Right foot lifts, steps out, heel touches down, and then the toes. Find that even stance. And now we massage up the body, up to the chest, shoulders, palms face forward, and then back down. Doesn't have to be pushing really hard. This is all about gentle, rhythmic, flowing movements, right? We want fluidity here. Coming all the way up and back down. Starting to notice our breath as well. Bringing that foot back in to place. So, as I've just shown you, Tai Chi, a lot of the time, the footwork is really slow. Heel touches down, and then the toes to find that even stance. So again, that left foot has started. We're going to reach our arms up overhead. Feel free to look up, open up, bringing that stick to about chest height. I want you to twist to the left. Up overhead. If you want to widen out your hands, feel free. It's supposed to feel good for you. Come to chest height. Twist the other direction. One more time. Look up, stretch up, pulling that stick gently apart. Twist. Allow the hips to rotate as well. Looking up, stretching those arms as much as you can, as is comfortable for you today. Twist. And then we slowly lower our hands down. Bring that foot back. I'm going to step forward a little bit on my mat so I don't hit the wall. Same exact movement on the other side. Lifting that right foot. Heel touches down, bend the toes. Reach up overhead. Pull that stick apart as we look up. Come to about chest height and twist. Reach up overhead. And twist. One more time on each side. Reach up overhead. And twist. The closer your arms are together on this stick, the more work it will be for your shoulders. Bringing your hands back down. And step feet together. This time we're going to keep our feet together for this exercise. I want you to reach up overhead. Nice big inhale and exhale. Pull that stick down behind your shoulders. Feel free to open your hands. If your stick is longer than this, that's totally fine. You can rest your hands on top of the stick, whatever feels right for you today. And we have our feet together, but if you need a wider base of support, feel free to create it, right? You can always step out and have that stronger, wider base. So from here, all we're doing is drawing a figure eight with each end of the stick. So I'm pushing forward and backward. And I have my feet together because it allows my hips to move a little bit more. So knees, soft bend, and let's go the other direction. Really allowing your chest to open up. Let the body move as it feels it should. One more. Coming back to center, bringing your hands in, pushing that stick up overhead, pulling that stick apart. And as we come down, shortening that stick. This is sort of where we begin and end all of these movements. So now we're getting into just a few actual Tai Chi moves that I have really enjoyed, and I'm not a Tai Chi master by any means, but I've worked on these and I really love them, and I think they kind of complement the work that we do with stick mobility, and so it just sort of made sense for me to introduce these in this workout. The first movement is called Wind Kisses Lotus Leaves. So again, we're going to step the foot out to the left. Hands are just kind of right by your sides. Again, we're pouring all of our weight into that right foot, lifting that left foot off the ground, heel steps down, and then the toes. I'm going to turn to look to the other side at the same time, and I'm creating a nice big circle with the stick. And I bring it up to about my belly button. I'm going to bring that stick all the way across my belly button. And now we're going to go another circle from one direction to the other. As I come out, I want my right hand to end up on top of my left, right here. We have come into a nice horse stance, kind of as we lower down. And now that bottom hand is going to lead as we push into a side bend. As I stand back up, legs straighten out, arms push out to the side. That top arm should try to be right by your ear. You can look towards that stick for a little added intensity. And pulling that stick apart, you're going to come all the way up to standing and lower the stick down. Bringing the foot together. We're going to do that again. On the other side, I'm also going to turn around so you have a visual from behind, which I feel like just sometimes might be a little bit easier. So I'm going to turn to the left as I step my foot out to the right, circle the stick over to my hip, bringing it up to my belly button, turn, circle up, back hand comes over as we find that horse stance. Bottom hand is going to lead as we push into that side bend. Legs stand up straight, pulling that stick apart. We come up to standing. And then again, you're thinking about kind of rolling that stick down your body as you bring your feet together. Okay, trying to add a little bit more fluidity to this. I might have fewer cues as we move. We're going to do one more on each side, facing forward, and then I'll turn around and do one more where you see my backside. So, moving my left foot, come over, circle around, bring the stick to my belly, circle to the other side, back hand comes forward, and on top, come into that horse stance. Bottom hand leads. We're going side bend, legs are straight, pulling that stick apart. We rise, lowering that stick down, feet come together. Here we go. Right side, right foot steps out, heel, toe, circle low. Bringing it up to my belly button. All the way around, circle high. Bringing that stick across. Cross those hands, find that horse stance. Bottom hand presses into a side bend as my legs straighten. Pulling that stick apart, come up to center, roll down. So I'm sorry that I'm not telling you, I'm not mirroring you, I'm saying left and right because otherwise I probably wouldn't be able to do it. Or at least cue and describe it. So it'll be a little easier when I'm facing away and you are literally following. Okay, feet are together. We have that stick in our hands, starting moving to the left. Pour all that weight into the right foot, left leg steps out as I come around. Low circle, come to the hip, around the belly button. High circle. Back hand leads and crosses over as I find that horse stance. Bottom hand leads. I straighten the legs, push into that side bend. Pulling that stick apart, rise up, lower the stick as you return to center. Other side, right side is moving, turning, stick to the left side, heel steps out, then the toes, circle around, coming up to the belly button, higher circle, back hand crosses over, find that horse stance, the bottom hand will lead, and we side bend as the legs extend. Pulling that stick apart, we rise up, lower the stick down to bring the feet together. Such good work. So that's kind of how we're going to be doing these little flows. I might need a little more space. This next movement is probably was the most challenging for me and also really the most rewarding. It is called Boatman toes a boat. It's really fun once you get it. So I'm going to start just with the footwork because it's a little bit more complicated. So for this, same kind of concept, moving slowly. I'm going to have a soft bend in my knees. All of my weight goes into that right foot. Left foot lifts. It steps heel and toe, right? And then we're going to kind of lunge into that foot. Don't worry about the stick. The stick is just resting by our sides, or you can feel free to set it down if you'd like. From here, you're going to end up rising up, turning the toes lift, the heel stays, forward again. And then the right foot will turn out, and again we lunge. We're going to add on and have a little bit of a twist. If you can, keep your heel down. If you need to, feel free to lift that heel. It's really up to you and where you are today, right? And then we're going to turn that heel in, or turn that toe in, and bring that left foot back. Turn around so that you're following me based on the movements. So here we go for the right side. I would step that foot out, heel, then toe, bend into that leg, rising up, toes lift, they turn forward. Left toes will bend, and I lean into that lunge. And then there will be a little twist. And then those toes come forward, and we would lift that foot. So that is the basic footwork. Now we're going to add on, so you just know you're going to be lunging, right? I know this can be a lot to start, but it's a really beautiful movement. Hopefully I do justice. So from here, I'm going to try and move slowly because it's a lot of things. So my left foot steps out, heel touches down, then toes. At the same time, that left arm thrusts forward. I'm going to bring the back hand pushes up so that my left hand comes to my hip. And now I just want you to think about reaching even farther down the stick if possible. It might not be, and that's okay. And from here, we're going to bring that front hand up and around so that the stick will come behind your shoulders. And here, we bring those toes forward. So now we're facing forward, everything is standing. Nice little pause point for just a moment. Now, I'm going to push the stick in the direction we were going, towards the right. Right toes turn. I bend. And now, I want to twist as far as I can to look over that right shoulder. So you see my heel is lifted, Feel free if you need to. If you don't, you can always just go to wherever your foot allows. We're here. This front hand is now going to come around the head. We circle around. Toes come forward. Circle around. Bring the feet together. That was one side. So now we're going to do the right side. Here we go. All the weight goes into that left foot. Step that right heel, then toe, thrust. Push that back hand. Here. Try and reach a little further if you can. Front hand comes over the head. Turn those toes forward. Settle the stick on your shoulders. We push over to the left side, left toes, point, bend that knee, and we twist. See if you can get a little deeper in this position. Front hand comes around the head, down to the hip, toes coming forward, and then up and around. As you go up and around, you can bring that stick, bring your hands in closer on that stick. Here we go. We're going to do one more on each side in this direction, and then I'll turn around as well. Left foot steps out, heel, toe, thrust, push, circle around, come to your hip, reach a little further, bringing it up over your head, extend those legs, toes point forward, pressing over to the right, right toes turn to the side, and we twist. See if you can sit a little lower. Front hand brings the stick around the head, down by the hip, coming all the way around, toes point forward, circle around as my hands come in, and we come back down. Right side. Heel, toe, thrust, press, reach, come over the head, extend forward, legs are long, keep following that motion toward the other side. Toes turn to the side, twist across the body. See if you can get a little deeper. Front hand brings that stick around the head. Back hand comes up. Circle around. Toes point forward. Circle up. And come down. Beautiful job. I know, it's a lot to think about, so I'm going to turn around. We'll do 2 on each side, facing backwards so that you might kind of get the hang a little bit easier. You know, it takes a few times, and then we just have one more movement that's a really beautiful sort of cool down exercise. Starting on the left. Step the foot out, heel, toe, thrust. Back hand comes forward, hand comes to the hip. Reach, 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 reach. Front hand comes over the head. Straighten the leg, toes point forward. Pressing that stick over to the right side, right toes come to the side. Lean into that lunge and then twist to open. Try and look over your shoulder if you can. Front hand brings that stick around the head, down by the hips. Toes come forward, up. Right side. Right foot steps out, heel, toe, thrust. Back hand comes up. Hand by your hip. Reach, reach, reach. Hand comes over your head. Here. Slow it down. Toes come forward. Pressing over to the side. Toes come to the side. Find that lunge. Twist to open. See if you can sink down anymore. Front hand brings that stick around your head, down by the hip. Toes come forward. Pull those hands in as the foot comes back. One more time on each side. Now we're getting the hang of it. Here we go. Left foot steps out, heel, toe, thrust. Back hand pushes forward. Hand to the hip. Reach a little further. Front hand brings that stick past the head. Straighten the legs, toes face forward. Bringing that stick to rest on your shoulders. Continue to the right. Right toes to the side. Twist to open. Beautiful work. Front hand comes over the head. Come down by the hip. Around, toes come forward. Up. As toes come in. I think that was supposed to be the left side. Left toes come in. Here we go. Right side. One more time. Right foot, heel, toe, thrust. Hand pushes down. Hand goes to your hip. Reach, 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 reach. Bring that hand up over your head. Toes point forward. Stick rests on your back, on your shoulders. Continuing toward the left. Left toes point to the side. Lean into that lunge. Twist to open. Front hand comes over the head, down to the hip. Right hand circles up. Toes come forward. Circle around and down. Such good work. It is a little bit of a brain exercise as well, but it is so fun and you really feel like you're bringing your body out. So we have one last Tai Chi exercise called Searching for Treasure in the Sea. I really like this one. I think it's kind of fun. And I think we do a lot of movements similar. So again, feet are together to start. You're going to step that left foot out to the side. Push the stick up to about the shoulder height. And then you're going to pull it in. And I want you to roll it down your body. All the way down to your toes. If you can't reach your toes, that's fine. You only go as far as you can reach. Let your head hang. You're going to have a nice soft bend in the knees as that left hand leads, pulling the stick up into the sky so the right hand comes to about the left shoulder. Bringing that stick back down. Extend those legs, straighten your knees, and now just try and look forward for one breath. Inhale and exhale. And then roll all the way back up to your shoulders. And then bring that foot in as we roll back down. That was one. I'm going to show you the other side this direction, and then I'm also going to try and turn for you. So, right foot steps out, heel, toe, find that even stance. Lifting up to shoulder height, pulling that stick in and rolling, kind of massaging down your body. Reminding the energy which way we want it to flow. All the way down or to wherever is comfortable for you today. Right hand leads. Soft bend in the knees so that the left hand comes to this right shoulder. Try and look up towards the stick. Bring the hands and the stick back. Extend those knees. Try and look forward for one breath. And then we roll back up, all the way up to the shoulders. Foot comes back in as we roll down. So for this one, I'm also going to try and show you from the side, because I think that would be helpful, and then I'll do the back. So we have 3 reps total. So if I am here, we lift up as my left foot steps out. I pull that stick in, roll it down my body, all the way down. Just to wherever you can hang comfortably. From here, soft bend in the knees. Left hand wins, pulls up towards the ceiling. And return down. Mine isn't so pretty because of this wall here. Here we go. We're extending those legs long. We're going to look forward for one breath. Lower your head, roll the stick all the way up. Up to the chest, up to the shoulders. Bring that left foot in as you roll back to the starting position. Same thing, just giving myself a little more room to step out. Here we go, stepping out. To the right, lift up to the shoulders, pull it in, roll down the body, all the way down. Head relaxes, right hand pulls the stick up, soft bend in the knees. Return down. Extend the legs. Try to look forward however much you can for one breath. And then roll back. You may get some pops or some clicks, as I do. And then down, bring the feet together. One more time, I'm going to show you from behind. It's always good to have a few different views. Feet are together. We're going to start going to the left. So lifting that stick up, step the foot out, heel, toes, lift that stick up, pull, elbows pull back, comes right up along my body. Roll all the way down. Let that head relax for just a moment, and then the left hand pulls the stick up, soft bend in the knees. Return the stick down, straighten the knees. Try to look forward. And roll up. If you need to bend your knees as you roll up, feel free. Last one. Here we go. Step that foot out to the right. Lift the stick to shoulder height. Pull in and roll down your body. All the way down to the ground, wherever you can reach. Soft bend in the knees. Right arm pulls all the way up. It's a gentle pull. It doesn't require a lot of work. Bring those hands back down. Straighten the knees. Look forward. One full breath here. And then Roll yourself back up. All the way up to the chest. And as you come back down, you step the feet together. Bring those feet together, allowing that stick to come into the left hand. Maybe it rests down on the ground, maybe not. Just taking a moment here in this still position to notice if you feel any difference, if anything has changed, if you feel more energy flowing freely through your body. I want to thank you so much for being here with me. I really enjoy making these workout videos for you and for myself. It's such a joy and pleasure, and all of these things I really love and I'm excited about. So thanks for being here with me. I look forward to the next one. See you soon.